this is Teri Lyddiard at CakePlayground.com. Today I wanted to show you the steps that I used to create this wedding cake for my friend Jennifer Hong for her mom's wedding a couple weeks ago. So I wanted to show you step by step how this cake was done. The cake was covered in white fondant. I used satin ice, which is a product that I am totally in love with. I don't think I would hardly use any other fondant. It tastes great. It's super easy to work with. So I started off here, I stacked the cakes, and then I started off here marking the sections for my lattice work. And I just used royal icing here. I marked the cake with points where I wanted it to be, and then I used a circle cutter to just do a little imprint on the cake so I could pipe versus piping freehand. If you can make use of cutters or some other template, I think it makes it a lot easier than freehanding this type of thing. Then I moved on to piping the lattice work. So as you can see here, I piped the lines in one direction using a circle tip. I think I used a 2 or a 3. You got to have really non-lumpy icing to use a 2. 3 will give you a thicker line, so whatever you're looking for as far as your look, that's the tip you would use. And then I went back the other direction to make the lattice work. Then I moved on to the drop strings. I think I used a 2 or 3 for this also. I can't remember the tip size. And so I started here using the sections of the lattice work as a marker. So I would know when I started here, pulling my drop line, I would start here, pull it out away from the cake, make sure it went to the length that I wanted it to, and then come back into the cake and attach it. And then you just keep doing the same thing around the cake. These are little gum paste flowers with little pearl accents, and then this pearl border here was done in royal icing. And I think that was a 3 or 4 tip. I think that was a 4 size tip for the pearls. Then I moved on to doing the piping work here. These little borders, I used a shell tip and then started here and piped up. I think they call this a chandelier border. And then I did a little drop string work here. And these little pearls are made out of royal icing in graduated sizes. With these pearls, sometimes it's a problem that you'll get a little point when you pipe it. So if that happens, just smooth it down with a slightly wet fingertip. Then I used an element that I was really happy with the results. These are dogwood flowers made out of gum paste. I used the Wilton gum paste cutters out of their big set. And I think I used Wilton gum paste or satin ice, I can't remember. And I blinged them up a little bit with some pearl dust and some gold. This is also a really good shot. I used some gold accents here. And I tell you, that gold just gives a really nice look. So you just use gold pearl dust a lot mixed with vodka. Make sure you don't get it too wet because the elements will fall apart if you get it too wet. You can see in this shot also I used some of the gold dust to accent the borders and the pearls along the edge. So that is my wedding cake. I actually did this wedding cake in 2 days. Jennifer had called me and asked me if I could do a cake on short notice for her mom's wedding. And I decided to take on that challenge, and I'm so glad that I did. Thank you, Jennifer, for having confidence that I would be able to pull off a wedding cake in 2 days. And thank you for watching this video, everyone. This is Teri Lyddiard at CakePlayground.com. Come back and play with us again.